As I said in my previous video about Deme, high school truly never ends, and doubly so for people like Deme. This entire multi-day crash out and downward spiral could have easily been solved by just one, stop tweeting, or two, just admit that you were out of pocket and that you were in your feels when you wrote the tweet. It was always that simple. But today, guys, we're going to be going over Deme's apology to Chibi reviews, so sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and enjoy some Foid slop. Alrighty, this is the apology post. Buckle in because it is going to be a rough ride. I was ready to genuinely take this to the ground because of the idea that why should I ever feel bad for being rude to someone who is a piece of shit? After some reflection, the thought occurred to me, do I really want to go as low as him though? And the answer was no. Keep in mind, all Chibi review said was the level of virtue signaling has stun-locked me. And this is because Deme said she didn't want NSFW art of her character, and then immediately reposted NSFW art. And instead of being reasonable and just clearing the air and saying that she was okay with softcore and lewds, she would just come out with the most out-of-pocket shit. Wait. Oh my god, aren't you the guy whose fiance literally cheated on you and your whole friend group sided with her? LMFAO. And of course, all of Chibi's haters did this because when it happened, he wanted to game end himself and everybody was trying to push him to do it. So this is her right now. You literally cannot go lower than trying to push some random guy to off himself. There's no lower you can go. And then to top it all off, when she was going on this whole, I'm just the innocent girl and he's just coming after me for no reason, she would use fake tweets that are used by Chibi's doxers. So she would actively use fake tweets that are well known to be fake, and she still kept misinformation while taking the tweets off and trying to pretend like she's a good person. But let's go ahead and get back to her apology. I said what I said because I personally think there is no scenario that a friend group chooses the side of a fiancé that cheats. I can't even fathom friends siding with a cheater. Well, Deme, to be honest, I don't want to hear your judgment on the moral character of others or how other people chooses their friends, because Deme, your boyfriend stabbed you in the leg and smacks you around and you are still with him. Like, you can call a Chibi a cuck, you can call him a loser, haha, your friends left you, whatever, and, you'll be an awful person, but you really shouldn't be throwing stones in a glass house. Chibi had the self-respect to leave. You do not. You two are nowhere near the same level. He is above you. You are slime on the side of the road. Chibi is not. However, would I have brought it up if I knew he was game ending because of it? No. You literally knew though. This was like some of the biggest news on VTuber Twitter for days. Multiple huge VTubers talked about it. What are we even going on here? Stop the cap. I admitted it in previous tweets, so why didn't I apologize? Because you're not very bright. Because he's this and that and blah. But I thought about it and I thought, and that kind of ideology, is quite harmful. I knew it was wrong and I admitted that twice, but I didn't apologize. So after reflection, I am sorry. I'm sorry for bringing up a memory that made someone depressed and possibly game ending. I hate YouTube. It was a low blow even if I didn't know, regardless of whether he was intentionally being a piece of shit. I don't want to stoop to his level. I'd rather be better and learn from my mistakes. Heart emoji. So you don't want to stoop to his level. All he said was that you were virtue signaling. And you made fun of the worst time in his life. You spread fake information and misinformation about Chibi, calling him a pedo. And literally one of your other things about him, you said that Chibi doesn't understand consent. You are calling him a rapist. All he said was that you were virtue signaling. And you're saying you don't want to be as low as him? And of course the comments were, as you can imagine, I don't want to stoop to his level. You stooped way lower than he ever did first. That was the whole point of all of this. If you're really sorry, just say sorry. This isn't a great apology in my honest opinion, but it's not for me to accept or not accept. This is from Darling Straub. This apology means as much as the giant okay, that I took when I got done working out. Absolutely nothing. Here is your reason for this. He's a dude and it doesn't matter. That's what your non-apology really means. You did this after you realized all of your other tactics failed. It took this dummy 4 days to apologize over this topic. GFC Deme. Embarrassing banana juju. You called him a piece of shit twice, threw in passive-aggressive orange heart, and called it an apology. This is just an ego trip. Don't want to stoop to his level. Proceeds to do so for a week straight before issuing a half-assed apology with further insults. Only apologizes because half the internet won't stop telling you how wrong you are. Why even do this? Keep saying I am justified in insulting him because I disagree with his views, saying you were going to talk about this on stream only to farm views for your VODs channel, even doubling down saying I'm an asshole and I don't care. Why even pretend to give this apology at this point? No one is buying this. This is damage control after the building is already ashes. And as I said in my previous video, like if Deme wanted to really come out of this drama unscathed, she just needed to stop talking about it. Because, as I said before, Deme is an e-thought. She is a lewd tuber. Her fan base realistically doesn't care what she says. Because you're too busy, you know, gooning. They don't actually care. But Deme is one of these people who just cannot let things go. She could not simply say, hey Chibi, you were wrong, I like softcore, I like lewds, I just don't want hardcore stuff, you know, there's a difference there. You know, hope you can understand. Or she could have just ignored it. I mean, how many posts likes did this tweet even get originally? 11k likes. And it's only got almost 1 million views because you blew it out of proportion. You could have literally ignored this, but you just could not. And then we got even more things where apparently you're getting blasted on stream, and now people have been doing even more digging, and you know, they're coming after you like legit now. And you have to ask yourself, was all of this worth it? To me, I'd say no. But you know, whatever. That's the end of this video. I really just wanted to read Deme's apology because it's just so dumb how like you can turn a non-issue into a massive drama that lasts multiple days. But you know, I guess it is what it is. Leave a like, leave a comment down below, leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, and just let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Are you a Deme fan? Are you a Chibi fan? Or are you kind of just like me where you're on the sidelines watching somebody crash out so unbelievably hard for no reason at all? But you know, that being said, y'all, that's the end of this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye now.